I'm not a JDM diecast collector. Protested I time and time and again as I get more Japanese cars. Yeah. So if you know me, I usually say that most of the stuff I collect are European cars, German cars, Italian cars. Just based on my major, what I do mostly. More interested in German and European stuff, but I do love Japanese cars. I love American cars. I love like all kinds of cars wherever they're made, and I only rejoice when there are more companies and more countries and more continents represented in diecast. But yeah, I so these are two of my new Japanese car. Not JDM obviously because both of them are left-hand drive. So but still Japanese cars. And I do think they're really cool as diecast, and they're from very different companies with very different philosophies, as you can see pretty quickly. So this is the Muscle Machines 1991 Toyota Celica GTS, but it's kind of modded up as you would expect from Muscle Machines, which is a company I'm not super familiar with, but it's cool to have one of their models. I'm dealing with a lot of this stuff kind of like as I research history, just like I need one in my collection just to document it. And this is from Revell, and this is the 1996 Acura Integra, right? That makes a bit more sense. So I'm gonna start with the Integra. I think this doesn't. This is the one that I have a bit less to say about. So this is you can see it's yellow. It's in their Lowrider series, and it's a yellow body, black plastic base, and it's got rubber tires. Pretty hard rubber as far as tires go. And you can see most of the stuff are painted details, especially the headlights, but the backlights you can see actually are inserted transparent plastic pieces, which is really cool. You can see the gleam from the plastic reflections. It's different from the metal. Really, really cool. Nice chrome rims. The base is pretty nicely detailed, and it's screwed in, so it's going to be very easy for you to customize if you want to paint up the interior. Speaking of interior, you can see it's actually two-toned. The seats are in yellow to match the body of the car, which is really cool. Yeah, on the side, I'm not familiar with a lot of this stuff, so but it definitely has more deco on the side. Tuning, race text, I'd assume this is kind of sponsors. And the front, it says this might be in kanji as well. This might be the Japanese words for it as well. But for me, it's Chinese. It says rocket on here, 火箭. So that's pretty cool. There's some bit more gray and black painting here. Turbo, I think, yeah, Turbo Boost ink. It's pretty nice, yeah. Overall, really nice looking car. It is not true 164. I did the numbers specifically on the wheelbase, and it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit smaller than it's supposed to be. Yeah, Revell, cool model to have in my collection. Don't have a lot of Hondas, don't have a lot of Acura, so it's nice to have. This one is from Muscle Machines. It's a Toyota Celica GTS. This one I really surprised about because I've never had any interest in Muscle Machines because similar to Hawas, but even more exaggerated, they tune their cars up quite a bit. It's really hard for me to tell like how they tune it up because it seems like everything has changed, but they did it in a really, really cool way. I think these were sold in America for pretty cheap back in the days, like $4, something like that. I don't know, obviously it was long before I started collecting diecast, and they got bought out by Maisto, so I have no idea what they're doing right now, if they're still around. But it's a really cool car. Like, look at the interiors for just 1 second. You see the racing seats, you see the this is not a belt buckle, this is the racing harness. You can see, like, man, the only other car, like, I'm not exaggerating, the only other model I've seen with this kind of interior detail is Inno 64, and obviously Inno 64 is much more detailed, much sharper details, but like for like a fraction, well, not a fraction literally, but maybe like half of the somewhere between half to a quarter of its price. This is really, really good. It's the SS Tuner, which is the set that it came from. The headlights are painted. You can see a Turbo XS, I think it says on the front grille, front license plate. The Back license plate says Momo Italy, although it obviously does not spell or support the Momo racing livery. Some nice underside details as well. Again, the only other time I've seen this kind of sweet underside details was from Erdl. This is all really nice. It's really detailed. I think it's just because it's tuned is not realistic. I would assume it didn't have much of a market. I've seen on the internet was people that really love this, but it seems like it's going to be very small community. And Ichiban, is that Ichiban? I think it's Ichiban, or is it BAHN, like some kind of like is it German or Japanese? I guess I don't know. Yes, I think it probably has like a small vocal minority of fan base, which is really unfortunate because they do really cool stuff, even though it's not really my thing. It's similar to Hot Wheels, but even more exaggerated, and Muscle Machines just obviously does not have the kind of fan base that Hot Wheels commands, so which is unfortunate. Oh, TRD, Toyota Research and Development, it's really cool, and it has an opening hood, but the problem I have is that it's it doesn't really close, which is a bit of a bummer. Or maybe this is just how it's supposed to be, because it's still somewhat flush. It does not close completely. So I don't know if this is supposed to be the way it is, or maybe I just had a bad experience. I don't know, but you can see a chrome engine. It's a bit of a nice silvery chrome paint, as well as a bit of a red. Look really nice, yeah. And yeah, it's a great looking car. I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of Pacific Rim. It's probably have nothing to do with the movie because it's a 2001 model. Obviously, it came out a lot later than 2001, but still, I doubt it's the movie. It's got rear view mirrors, which is nice. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna be getting a lot more Muscle Machines, but this is really sweet. And I did the numbers on this as well. At least according to the wheelbase, it's a lot larger than it's supposed to be at 164, but that's not a surprise. One thing I've neglected to mention on the Revell model is that it actually also has an opening front hood, which you probably noticed by now. It's really hard to open. You can't obviously you can't really just you can't just pry it open. I've been an idiot. And yeah, some really nice engine details again with multiple colors. The quality doesn't seem really good on the opening parts here though. You can see it kind of just rolls around, similar to what you see with M2 machines. It closes nicely, but you have to fondle with it a bit just to get the right angle. Yeah, but after it closes, you see it sits pretty flush. There is a crease at there is a gap at the front, but not major whatsoever. So it's overall really nice. Yeah. Again, I probably also wouldn't really be getting Revells, but it's just nice to have one of those models to sample, have it in my collection just to have. And I don't have a lot of Toyotas, I don't have a lot of Hondas, so yeah, it's a great pair to have in my collection, I believe. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching, and bye bye.